hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Allegedly Credible. I'm Danielle, aka Lady Faye, and this is
your girl Mel, aka Mellow Supremo.
And just as you know, we are two friends and we give advice based on our own personal experiences. And we always give this disclaimer, even though we don't always agree with each other and we're not experts at everything, at anything, that is totally okay. Take the advice you need, throw out what you don't. But today we have a special guest on. We're going to be talking about, did I forget something? What did I forget?
Who's our special guest?
I was about to let him introduce himself,
Okay.
so relax.
Okay.
Hey, it's your girl Lady Faye, and I'm with Mellow Supremo, who just tried to play me out, but it's okay. We have Almal Ra on, and he's a certified herbalist and owner of Universoul CS, and he's on here talking about how to get rid of toxins. The internet tried to be a little choppy with us, so we had to record it in two parts, but guess what? We're still here with the information, so definitely tune in. I thought I forgot something.
No.
Okay. We have a special guest on, and I'm going to let him introduce himself.
You did that beautifully.
Peace and love, y'all. My name is Almal Ra. I'm a certified herbalist, and I just come here to save the day, bring everybody's body back to equilibrium homeostasis.
Awesome. So, today's episode, we have the topic. It's called Getting Rid of Toxins. We're going to be talking about getting your. We did an episode not too long ago with Caroline Adams, and we were talking about getting. Changing your relationship with food. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have this as like kind of continuation episode about getting rid of toxins in your body, how to pull them out. And we're going to start off with this question here. Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about what are toxins and what do they do to your body?
Yes, what are toxins and what do they do to your body?
So yes, toxins. They're naturally occurring organic poison that our body makes by breaking down material into waste, and they're like amino acid chains, and so basically like when toxins in our body they like deprive our body from like nutrients that we need to survive, to sustain ourselves. So like toxins break down proteins, molecules, and they normally come from bacteria excreting a waste into our blood. And if we're not flushing the toxins out, then it becomes an adverse effect to our body.
Okay, so, all right. So like,
it keeps the body from.
I'm sorry. What like stuff happens when you have these toxins in your body? Like, what adverse effects or what do these toxins do to keep your body from functioning properly?
Like, what does it look like when your body has toxins in it? Like, what are the symptoms that might follow?
Okay, so like when you have an accumulation of toxins in your body, you might have a lot of stomach pain, all in the gut area. And if it stays too long, then the pain will spread throughout your whole body. So like weight gaining, when it's toxins building up in your brain, then you have like brain fog. You could get when the toxins is on your nervous system, that's how you have hair loss. When the toxins is around your throat chakra building up, that's how you get like bad breath. You deal with nausea, your nails and all that become brittle. Everything starts to like, break down.
Okay.
And you're always unhappy. Because
it all stems from what
as
you
within,
eat
so
and
without. What you eat, how you think, who you around, your environment, all those play a part because there's mental toxins, there's physical toxins, spiritual toxins. They all can accumulate. Like everything take form spiritually first, as like metaphysics. Everything is not unseen, then it becomes seen. So it's the toxins start from your mind, and then if you keep focusing on these toxins or this acid mindset, then it take form as something inside your body.
Okay, so I was gonna ask, like, what kind of symptoms? What are the symptoms that you notice?
Like toxins make mucus come, because mucus is your defense. So whenever there's toxins, mucus come and save the day. So you're always gonna have a buildup of mucus in you. So runny nose, always sneezing because mucus is in your nasal passages blocking stuff. You have sore throats a lot, because your lymphatic system trying to get it all out, so it'll create inflammation in the body. Anytime you think of toxins, you think of acid, you think of inflammation. Inflammation, the word you hear is flame, and it burns. So you're gonna deal with a lot of pain, a lot of vomiting. These are symptoms of your body flushing it out. You're gonna be vomiting. You're gonna be having diarrhea, runny nose, heartburns, nasal congestions, excessive urination. Like I said, like mad coughing fits because you're trying to move the toxins around.
Excreting, yeah.
Yeah,
It's trying
yep,
to
yep,
leave.
So how do you
yep.
know if you flushed the toxin? How do you know when you flushed everything out?
Uh, when you flush everything out, you're not gonna feel heavy. You're gonna feel light. Thoughts is gonna be coming in clearer.
Your
Your
energy's
cognitive.
up.
Yeah, you're gonna feel more present. You're gonna find yourself in a state of happiness, like a repetition of happiness. Like can't get away from being happy. You feel me?
Right,
So yeah, and like a lot of people don't feel those because for the most part, the majority of the mass population is infested with toxins. So we
Yeah.
don't even know how it truly feels to have a full alkaline body. I think for the most part, a lot don't experience that. If you go to school, you eat the regular American diet. If you on social media scrolling and having your emotions go through a roller coaster, like we all dealing.
And the sad part about it, like when you were talking about all the other toxins that's not just physical, it
Right.
will start affecting you physically and you won't
Mm-hmm.
even know where it's coming from because you didn't tap into everything that you're really intaking.
Right.
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 I think
Absolutely.
also, as you said, like when you change your mental toxic, like your mentality, certain things, because I
Mm-hmm.
think like we don't even realize how many things we're allowing into our bodies, like on a
Right.
regular basis, or
Yeah.
how you said, like the environment. You know, if you're around people who are constantly negative and constantly have like a certain aspect to life,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna attract that too. You're gonna like latch on. It's like, I don't know, like leeches. Like it's
Of the
just,
parasitic,
yeah, it's like a
yeah,
parasite that's
it's gonna
like,
Yeah,
keep
yeah. We
wanting
got
that
we gotta watch.
environment.
We gotta
yeah,
watch those. What that word right there? They attacking me right now over that
Yeah.
word. But
yeah.
yeah, we got to get those creepy crawlers out of us. Those the main culprits. That we always think of the devil being some red beast with horns, but it's really a creepy crawler that's working us internally. So like they got all type of parasites that that they create or that's already organically here. And if we're not flushing them out, keeping a balance, then it becomes a adverse effect on our body. So like yeah, like we got a lot of gut issues. A lot of my clients deal with gut issues. Most of
Mhm.
their problems, they skin issues they have in is all coming from their gut. It's like they
Right,
Yeah.
don't know
right.
they have leaky gut. And all their good bacteria leaked out, and now they good bacteria is out of their range. So it's eating things that it shouldn't be eating, and it's like affecting the body. Like the body is having an autoimmune response,
And they
right?
just
And
think that it's normal because that's how it's always been. But the
exactly,
parasite is making you think that it's normal so they
yo,
can survive another
exactly,
day
Right,
and
right.
reproduce. Like it's and I I know exactly what you're talking
exactly. Like those, and that's why I study the most is parasites, and like because I understand that's how they control us, our mental. Like they don't have to come and physically control us no more. They could just inject a parasite in you that would do the work. So like we got to get them out of us. Like, and I got so much videos and pictures of people flushing them out, long ones, short
you
ones.
got pictures for us? Because I don't know if
I don't want to
we're
see
not
that.
we're not showing we didn't put out any disclaimers about
Right.
So I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, like, what foods like do we typically eat that we should be like avoiding?
Okay. So like, all right. So we, to me, all is one. My name Almal means oneness. So I don't see nobody else but me. And this is why I like helping people because ultimately I'm helping myself. So,
Mhm.
but before the day is over, we all have individuality, right? But so that means we all got different type of blood, and I feel like we should eat based off what our metabolism could break down and what our blood needs. So like
Mhm.
I'm O positive, so I know that I can't eat
Me
certain foods.
too.
You are? I'm learning
Yeah.
O. I'm learning O positive can't eat dairy. That's it. It destroys you. Dairy destroys you.
Every
We
time.
eating meat in moderation, but eating a lot of vegetables and fruits. You feel me? So I go based off the blood type. And one thing we should stop eating is just We should be skipping breakfast. Our bodies do not want to really consume anything. We're being programmed to think that, and
And they were probably programmed because the parasites probably told them like, "Oh yeah, definitely
there you go.
eat."
Yeah. So we should be consumed. We should be creating our own food from scratch. And this is the melanin excellence that my community is becoming part of. Like we're becoming way more self-sufficient than we ever been. But basically, like we should be eating all our vegetables, our fruits, like the stuff that we know. We just being it's not ignorant no more. It's like stupidity because we know what we should be eating. But we have so much distractions around us. Like the food that we don't like is like it tastes good. The food that our body don't want tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we gotta fight that flavor. So flavor is a war. We at war with flavor right now. So like if you trying to like get your energy back, you should be eating a lot of like if you're trying to get like oxygen back in your body so you can have energy, you should be eating a lot of melons. Like watermelon carry like almost 99% water in it, and it's packed with oxygen. So it will highly hydrate you and Godspeed. It's called H3O2. It's just structured water. Carries all the minerals that our body needs to sustain itself. So like I
So
encourage
there's
everyone to go.
actually, you say H3O2, so there's actually 3 hydrogen bonds connected to 1 oxygen. So that means that the oxygen is actually pairing with,
Well, it's 2 oxygens.
there's
Three
2
hydrogen, two
H2.
oxygens.
Okay.
H3O2.
Cuz I was going to say like how would it pair with that extra hydrogen if it's only like it's a a double bond with the hydrogen in order
Well,
for it to stick.
all right, so our body only wants hydrogen. It seeks for hydrogen, like a pH scale. It's called potential hydrogen.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about hydrogen right now. And hydrogen it has a base and it has an alkalinity. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So we should be putting as much hydrogen in they programmed to think that to tell us that hydrogen is not what it is. But it is what it is. You feel me? So like I put a lot of hydrogen in my body. I have like 35% hydrogen peroxide that I use.
Mm.
They tell us not to drink it. Anything they tell us not to do, we should consider doing it. Like
consider and like, yeah. And I like that you said consider rather than being like blind, like, oh well, someone told me to do it. Like, yeah, like think about why they're telling you not to, and think about
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. And like a lot of people eating more vegetables than fruit. That's like what it is. They eat more vegetables than fruit, but these vegetables have so much glucose in it that it's making our pancreas run wild, and then it's causing all these diabetes going on. All this, our pancreas shutting down, then our kidneys gonna shut down, then the lymphatic system shut down. It's like, so yeah, we need to like fasting is the way right now. I'm gonna be honest. Like if you could sustain yourself from eating food, like true healing starts beginning within that week. True healing begins. So, yeah.
And I believe that because you were talking about like gut health, right? Mm-hmm. So I lost my appendix when I was 16, and everybody made it seem like it was just like a normal thing, like, oh, you don't need your appendix. And then like as I got older, I was just like, I literally had to surgically remove an organ that was made for my body. And it had to have happened because I wasn't listening to what my body was telling me to do. Mm-hmm. So it actually destroyed an organ that's actually made for cleansing and filtering out toxins. But I was ingesting too many toxins to the point it literally exploded.
Mm. Yeah, I have a question though. You said with fasting. I mean, I implement. I started intermittent fasting a while ago. But can you like explain like what a good window is? Why people should fast? Like, give a little bit more detail into that.
All right. So like, all right. So the real fasting is without food. Period. Like not no fruit fast, not no vegetable fast. Like no food. I know that's hard to fathom because we are just we have like a sexual addiction to food. But for real, like we really making love to our food crazy and cheating somebody for food. Like so like so fasting, like all right, so how I fast, I do an 18-hour dry fast. That's no water, no food. And I do that, and then I would start putting like water and sea moss in my body. That's my fast. That's the type of fast I do. Only because you're gonna be drained. I have to go out and I have to do my work. It's gonna drain you, but you gotta get those minerals in you. So I use sea moss to get the minerals in me while I'm fasting. I'm not eating really no food. I'm just taking my sea moss. and you're gonna see the light. Like I can't explain to you what comes after like 2 weeks of doing this. Like it's completely a paradigm shift. Like the whole
Mm-hmm.
mind, body, spirit resets, restores. Like it's
And you start
crazy.
to feel, you're able to see things and feel things that you never felt before, because your body becomes numb with all this stuff inside you.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So like that's why I'm the person I am now. How aware I am. That's because how much detoxing I did for 8 years of constantly flushing. I remember I used to have a cup in my hand. I had to constantly spit mucus in it all day. Like the cup will fill up, gotta empty it
Yep.
out. And I'm thinking, yo,
And you
this
didn't
never
even
gonna end.
smoke like that. It
That's
was
my
just,
Yep. That's my
yeah.
because I started a detox. I didn't know it was even from the detox. I wasn't even it's my first time detoxing. So I don't know the process to what you're gonna go through when you detoxing. So I flushed out all this wild mucus. I had these all wild breakouts over my body. Like I used to have bumps on my chest. And I put a shirt on, you can see the bumps through my shirt to the point
Oh
I'm not even going
wow.
outside. Like all these everything got to leave the body. Like it's not gonna all come out through the natural
It's
way.
gonna find its
It's gonna
way.
because it's being forced out. So it's like dipping, like wherever's the exit at. So like yeah, it's a process to that progress. And
Okay. So I do have a question. So you said you were 18-hour dry fast.
yeah.
That's no water, whatever. So when do you add the sea moss in the water? When do you do
So
that?
at the 18 also counts with your sleeping time. So
Oh
you
yeah.
incorporate that time too. So I would stop
Right.
eating like around 7, 8. I go to sleep, wake up. I won't eat or drink till around like 5, 6, something in
Oh,
that
okay.
area. Yeah, and then I would take some sea moss. And then if I feel like I need to eat, I'll eat. Like I said, I keep it real simple. I don't eat heavy. I eat 1 meal a day, and I don't eat a lot neither. I get most of my food consumption from conversations, uh, sun gazing. Because when you having a good build with somebody, it suppress your hunger because they actually feeding you. So like
That's good.
yeah, so I
So
just build with a lot of people.
okay. So you say you only eat like once a day. So you do this every day. So
Yeah,
this is like okay, all right. So
yeah,
this is
yeah,
like your lifestyle for you. It's not like for
yeah.
a certain period of time, whatever.
But you
Right.
know what? That's It's so true, because when I was vegan, if I was eating like, because there's a difference between being vegan and you're an alkaline vegan. Because if you're just eating like kind of like junky foods, your appetite never gets suppressed. You're just constantly eat like
Mm-hmm.
you need something to fill you, and no meal is big enough. And then when you actually eat a whole 30 diet, or like strictly eating the whole foods, the
Yeah.
portions are a lot smaller, but it
Mm-hmm.
fills you because you know exactly where your limit is, and your
Right.
body will be like, okay, I'm done. And then your mind will let you walk away from the plate, like,
Mm-hmm.
I've had my fill.
Right. Absolutely. And processed food have a lot of additives and fillers and things that make you more hungry. So
Yep.
it's like we're not just it's a hidden hand behind the food, like doing its work too. So yeah, like we gotta be mindful that the government does not have the best in our interests, and they will attack us. And the best way they attacking us, they want to attack our brain. The best way to get to the brain is through the gut. You feel me?
Because
Because your
it
gut,
acts one and one, like, yeah.
yeah, the gut is actually the first brain. When the first single cell organism was here, it only had a gut tube, a mucous membrane, and a nervous system. It didn't have a brain yet. So
Mm-hmm.
your gut, like that intuition you get, that's your mind. You feel me? So a lot of people don't not in tune with their intuition as they should be, because that's not what we taught in school. That's not what's trending either. So
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, so they attacking our gut crazy right now, like on all different levels. We have to protect ourselves. Like we have to, God. Like if we want to see this earth vibrate on a level that we all been waiting on, then we got to work on ourselves. We have to do our shadow work. We have to reflect and get rid of trauma that's been embedded in us so long. It's cellular trauma now. Our cells is dealing with trauma. We got to flesh all that out. Like
Mm-hmm.
so, yeah, that's what I've been doing for the last 8 years. Taking my
When
own. I'm
you
always shining my light. I took my own light and shined it on my own darkness. You feel me? So
Yeah, when you talk about trauma, because we have a lot of episodes based off of trauma and how to like alleviate it. And
right.
we came to realize that like life is traumatizing. Life is traumatizing, but the what's important is what you do when trauma hits you, because you can
Right.
be traumatized, but you don't have to become that trauma.
You don't have,
Right.
what is
Right.
it? You're gonna go through pain, but you don't have to suffer. It
Right.
depends. It's up
Yes,
to you if you want
exactly.
to suffer
So
or not.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's my thing. Like, all right, so my thing is I'm a God. And since all is one, everyone else a God too. And what is God? He good all the time. So God already mastered good. God doesn't care about good. If you want to give God a gift, you wouldn't give him something good. He mastered good already. You want to give God a problem. Because God means generate, operate, destroy. They create something, they utilize it, and when they're done, when it serves no purpose, they eliminate it and do that cycle all over again. That's God behavior right now, because we creators. So God want a problem. God want to feel what it feel like to be stabbed, shot, unlucky, sad, heartbroken. That's what God want to feel. So like, we not embracing bad as much as we embracing good. There's no balance. When bad come, we allow the lowest emotions to come out of us to deal with it. But when happiness come, we allow the highest emotions to come to deal with it. You gotta equal. We in a matrix. The
Achieving
matrix deal with,
balance.
yeah, we
Mhm.
deal with duality. Matrix is created from electrical and negative charge hitting each other. So this world, the matrix, the basis of the matrix is off two energies, that good and evil. That, you feel me? So if we not balancing both of them out, then we always gonna have suffering. So my thing is to embrace my problems and be happy when they come, because within a problem is a lesson. Within that lesson is growth.
You gotta
Yeah.
continuously give God the glory. You gotta be able to, praise him even though you're in it. And that's how you become more of a closer bond. Because if you're able to do it when you're going through something bad, you should be just as able to do it when things are going good.
But it No, is I
So
think the it's same episode continuation.
Word
So
is
thank
bond.
you for working with us. All right. So now we're gonna like talk a little bit more about your products and what your products do, what they help with. If you want to go ahead and talk about that.
Okay, so I make herbal compounds for any part of your body, dealing with the organs, your glands, which is um, a physical expression of your chakras. I got something for your nervous system, which is your hair is an extension of your nervous system. It's poking out of your skin to scan the environment to tell the brain what's going on. So if you got balding, thinning hair, edges falling off, work on your nervous system. So I got a detox for that. I have a detox for the pancreas, which is a lot of people dealing with this diabetic. So if you want
mhm.
to reset your pancreas, I have a detox for that. I also have detox for your kidneys and your liver. So the pancreas, the kidneys, and the liver, they all work together. So if one go down, the other one's going down, and then so on. That's how they work.
Right, right, right.
So
So I was gonna say I had bought your tea one time at a place. I think you were vending at my
I
dad's
remember,
church
yeah,
one day, and I bought the tea. And I have to tell you, so I'm so glad I bought that tea.
What
And
tea
no,
was it?
it really works. It was the nervous system tea.
okay.
Oh
And
yeah.
I don't know what was happening. All of a sudden, like the middle, like right in the middle, all the way to the back of my teeth. It was on the right side. I was having sharp pain, like sharp pain. Nothing was working until I drank that tea. When I drank that tea, that was the only thing that would make the pain go away. The only
Mm.
thing that would make that pain go away. And I was
Uh,
like, yo, that's like how I know it was nerves. They were trying to tell me I grind my teeth. And I know I don't grind my teeth because I don't know, y'all. I'm weird. I suck my tongue. So there's no way
Yeah.
I was grinding my teeth while I was sleeping. So
mm,
after I started drinking the tea, like it went away, no problem, nothing.
that's
I had
awesome.
no pain whatsoever. So I
That's
just
That's
wanted
a
to shout
fact.
out to say the products really work.
Hey, that was a grand testimony right there. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. So I have for your hair, if you want to flush out your hair glands and strengthen your follicles, I have hair oil for that. It's called Nerve Ending Restoration Oil. I have detoxes for cholesterol plaque in your blood that's causing blockage and stopping your oxygen from flowing adequately. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, so I have that to break down cholesterol. I have hypertension tea to bring down your blood pressure. I have blood renewer tea to put back nutrients in your blood and to cleanse out toxic or stale blood or water in your blood. Um, yeah,
I
this,
actually I'm sorry to interrupt you. I actually deal with a lot of clients who have either problems with dandruff, which I know is more like bacterial based,
mm-hmm,
and people that just like have dry scalp.
mm-hmm,
Um yeah, so I tell them that 9 times out of 10 it has to deal with how much water you drink,
mm-hmm.
because if you're not drinking enough water, none of the stuff that's gunking up your body is going to be able to come out.
Oh, that's
And
fine.
also the stuff that you're eating and putting on your hair is a big factor. So can you go a little bit, do you have anything that could really help with the scalp treatment?
Yeah. All right. So like one thing I gotta add on is your body it be dehydrated and it goes through those stages of flaking up like that. And you could be drinking mad water and it's still dehydrated because water carries minimum minerals. And for the
Mm,
most part, we're not drinking the right water that has the
mm.
most minerals in it. So that's why they say drink spring water because the water grinds it on the rocks to get the minerals. So I would recommend someone with those issues to drink H3O2
H3O2, right? You were saying that in
because
the
that's
last
structured water and
recording.
it carries maximum minerals. Okay, yes, yep. Fruit. Just drink your fruit. Drink your fruit, and it'll replenish you like no other. And you don't have to drink a lot throughout the day because it's gonna hydrate you. And most people think when they think of hydration, they think of something wet or fluid. But hydration is the minerals that's inside the fluid. The water is just carrying it to the body. We already got water in us. We don't really need no water. But water is a carrier, so it carries information throughout our body. But we really want the minerals inside the water. So the best way to
Right.
get it is yeah.
And I was gonna say a lot of people
Also,
are afraid of fruit nowadays, but it's really not that bad.
They're
Like I'm like,
afraid of
yo,
fruit?
yeah, because if you
the
ever pay attention to like keto diet, whatever, they don't really you
mm,
don't eat a lot of fruit on that diet.
I
vegetables,
And
never
yeah.
knew.
yeah, and for me personally, I know that when I'm thirsty, like I'm craving fruit. So I
Yeah.
will
Mm,
go and make a whole thing of fruit, and then after that, I don't feel dehydrated anymore. So that is a good point too, that you said
right.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I was
So
going through labor, my
Mhm.
brother-in-law, he asked me if I needed any help with anything. I was like, if you can just like stock me up with a whole mess load of coconut water, that actually between the
mm,
coconut water and regular water, that carried me. I think I was in labor for 3 days, and
mm,
it I wasn't dehydrated. I was able to go through the whole process without any interventions, and they were looking at me like some type of anomaly. So I believe in that whole thing about the fruit. That's true.
yep. Yep. And
Hydration,
also,
because you can't be dehydrated while you're pregnant.
right, right. And a lot of people be having a lot of flakes on their head, and it's really a overgrowth of yeast, and it's normally coming from
Yes.
a leak. Yeah, fungus on a nervous system. Remember, your hair is an extension of your nervous system.
Oh.
So, say if you got leaky gut, which a lot is common, but a lot of people don't know they got it because the doctor's not telling them that, and they're not going to get it checked. But a lot of people got leaky gut, and the fungus, your good bacteria, is getting out the gut, and since they out of their range, they eating supplies that they're not supposed to be eating, so they become a parasite to your body, and this is when you get
Mm,
an autoimmune response, and
mm.
they start damaging your nervous system, and that's the flakes that be coming up too as well. It's like waste. They're waste.
Yeah, I've read
So that's
somewhere anything that's coming out of your body is telling you that there's something wrong inside. like
as within,
like
so
that's
without.
Let me tell you, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
like this might be a little bit of TMI, but I literally just got over a stomach bug, and I'm telling you, the stuff that was coming out, I was like, why? Like, why is this even
Mm.
happening? It was just nonsense. Stop.
But happy you
And
made it
then
over though.
yeah, and it only lasted like a day, and I'm telling you, it put me out. Like I could tell you, I was asleep for 24 hours. if I wasn't sleeping, I was going to the bathroom. I was like, it was. I'm just saying, it's better out than in. Because if that stuff, if I let that stuff ransack my insides, that can you imagine? Like all that
Right.
raw sewage, literally just being in. Like, no, I'm sorry, just.
Feel you. Yeah, just saying that anyone that's dealing with that type of issue with flakes and a lot of skin elements, just work on your gut, seal your gut. You might have leaky gut. You can eat a lot of raw, dark leafy greens that builds up a lot of good microbiome in you, and you could have probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics. All that feeds your gut and seals it. Yeah, you want to take a lot of leafy greens, like kale, romaine. I think it's called bok choy, and you could take a
Bok
blend of
choy.
that. Yeah, I'll sell it also. It's called leafy greens. I sell it
Mhm.
in vegan capsules, so you could get abundance of fiber to help move things along, and fiber builds up gut flora. So
When you were talking about the
yeah,
pre and the probiotics, is there a? Because I've heard some people saying that taking them, I think over the counter, is kind of like dead probiotics rather than live,
right.
bacteria. So is
I
there a
would say if it's in
difference?
powder form, if you're taking like probiotics that's in powder form, that's dead. You want something, you want live culture, you need it in liquid form. It can live in liquid, and it got to
Mm.
stay cool. Yeah. So I take it's called I think gut flora. I can show y'all it, but it has probiotics, and then it's had prebiotics that feeds the probiotics. Then it has postbiotics that feeds the prebiotics, and then it has a
Mm.
tons of herbs in it, and it bring your gut back online. It'll fill your gut up and it seal it, and then bring your thicken your mucus. So, oh, that's what he's talking about. So a lot of people having stomach issues because they're not drinking enough minerals to hydrate the mucus. The mucus protects your stomach so acid don't touch it. So it's
Oh.
a
Got it.
yeah. So you got a mucus lining on your stomach pouch, and when it's thick, it no acid can pierce through. But when you like dehydrate it, that means it's not there no more. You don't have no water, and mucus is made up of 99.9 water. So now the acid is actually hitting your stomach wall, and it starts to hurt, and then eventually it pokes a hole through, and it leaks out, and that's what they call leaky gut.
Got
Oh.
it. Got it.
Oh. Okay.
So
Okay.
dehydration brings leaky gut.
Got it. Got it. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows what your site is called. What is the site?
It's called Universoul, like SOUL,
Mm-hmm.
Healing CS.com. Universal Healing CS.com. And CS stands for colloidal silver. That was the first
Okay.
I
And
use
guys,
colloidal silver.
yep.
first product that healed me like
Yeah.
in no time. I was it
Mm-hmm.
was magic. It was truly magic.
And guys, we're gonna put that in the link in our bio, and we're also gonna have it on our website, so you can go click, and it'll be directly on there. And then even under this, we're gonna have all the information in our bio and description, so you can click and go directly to the website. Definitely go and get yourself stuff
Yeah.
because, like I said, that nurse it helped me tremendously. Like they didn't know the doctors didn't know what was wrong with me. I didn't know what was wrong with me.
They still
All
don't
I
know
knew is
what's
I
wrong with
couldn't
her.
eat.
Mm.
And I was like, yo, I have that nerve tea. I have that nerve tea. Let me try that real quick. And when I tell you I tried it and it worked, like
She got to go to sleep.
I
Mm.
did get to go to sleep and I was fine.
Good.
And then after that, I had no issues. I drank that for like 3 days straight. I still have some downstairs. So
That's
Mm-hmm.
anytime I feel like I have I'm starting to get a headache or something like that, I'll take that first and literally it'll go away.
yo, thank you. That's fire. That's
Yeah.
fire. Yeah, if you ever, need your blood work looked over, I do that heavy. I'm finding a lot of doctors is telling the patients that their blood work came back fine, and then when you look over it, it's a whole war going on, and they're losing a war, and that's why they went to the hospital in the first place. But how's your blood work? Blood work is fine if they're coming to you in pain. It should show on
That's
your blood
what I'm
work.
talking about. Like, I literally just got my blood work back, and I don't expect anything to be completely seriously wrong, but I don't expect everything to be perfect, especially
Right.
for the fact that one, I know for a fact I don't drink enough water. I don't get out as much. I'm not as active as I used to be, and I definitely changed my diet a few times. So I want to see something like not that I'm in any pain, but my mucus came back, and I just want some type of proof that I can go and put myself in the right direction rather than feel the effects of it later because I just ignored and went through what everybody else said. So if
Well,
I would try it because they're just like, oh yeah, you're fine, your thyroid's fine, blah blah blah. All you need to do is take some vitamin D every week, 50,000 units. I was like 50,000 units, but
let me
hey,
tell you something. I haven't trust doctors for a long time because they be
mhm.
pissing me off. I be knowing stuff wrong with me, and they like making it sound like well back in the day when I knew there was
I
something
was
wrong.
about to
Like
say, come
doctors
on, Daniel, let's
know,
be real.
and something was wrong with me, and they would be like, there's nothing wrong with you, and I'm like, no, because I'm feeling this, these are my symptoms, this is what's going on. And they're like, well, we took these blood work, we took this test, everything's fine. I'm like, well, did you test everything? Because and it was almost as if I was crazy, but I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. I know what my body feels like when it's okay, and I know what my body feels like when it's not okay. So
Mhm.
I already don't trust doctors in and of itself to tell me what's wrong with me. I try to do my own research. Like if I like feel like something's off or something like that, I will do my own research. I'd rather try the natural approach before like even talking to them about them trying to put me on some type of pill real quick. Because
Yeah,
I'm not because most of those pills have side effects and stuff anyway. So I'm like, I'm not trying to be on what I'm not trying to be addicted to whatever you're trying to push. No, thank you.
absolutely. Like, how do you know when your body's not like? Because I know that your body can do this because it's so super smart. How do you know that your body is not overproducing because something's underproducing? Because it's still giving you like perfect blood results, you know?
So yeah, like all right, so I say like people that have PCOS, right? They start producing a lot of testosterone, and testosterone is acidic in its nature. And but since the person is a female, it's gonna try and balance out and produce more estrogen to balance out the testosterone. But estrogen is acidic in nature, so now they have high levels of acid in their body. You feel
Mm,
me? So like, and you'll feel pain, and it'll show in like your eyes. If it's your livers, your eyes will turn like yellowish. If
yellow.
it's your kidneys, you'll have a little bags on the tension. You feel me? The marks start getting rashes and bruises on your skin. That's your gut, because your skin is connected to your gut. It's the same. It's made out of the same material as your gut. So the skin lets you know what your gut about. So hair loss is a signs of your body is dealing with acidosis. Being fatigued is a sign of acidosis. That's normally called adrenal fatigue, because your
Mm,
adrenals sits on your kidneys and they help
kidney.
metabolize waste. And if they're not doing that, then your adrenals is going to shut down. And you're going to feel tired all the time. Having bad breath is a sign of you dealing with acidosis. Weight gain, brain fog, being nauseous all the time, weak nails. These are signs that your body is not in balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All
So,
right.
and I have something for all that.
Okay. All right. So y'all go check out the store, go check out the website. And if you don't believe us, do your own research. There's so much research online. But
Mm,
definitely do your homework. Like I said, go check out the products. Products are amazing. I actually have the hair nerve
see?
stuff too. And I
Oh,
don't know, y'all. I might show some pictures because my hair has grown a lot in the past.
it's full. It's
Yeah,
full.
it has grown a
Oh,
lot, and I don't know, y'all. Well, I just dyed it because those gray hairs were disrespectful. But my edges have been like coming back pretty thick. I don't
You
know if
got
you,
anything to reverse grays?
huh?
reverse grays.
Yeah.
No, it didn't reverse grays. I said I just dyed it. Didn't
No,
you
no,
hear me?
no. I'm saying if he has anything that would like reverse grays, because that's
Oh,
gotta be some type of like thing, right?
Uh, grays. It's like we said, your hair is extension of your nervous system. So if your hair is turning gray, that means it's showing that it's like died off. That means your nerves are being stressed, like you're under stress. You know how you
Yeah.
have a toxic relationship and your partner stay getting on your nerves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's changing your environment. It's not really a herbal thing you could take. You could just alkaline your environment.
Yes. See, that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to woosah. And you know what? When I got a whole bunch of grays, I was under a lot of stress. So that's
Yes.
That's
so yeah.
why Danielle found that one gray hair in the middle of my head. I was like, "What? I got gray?" And she's like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh, interesting. I'm dying."
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird for me. I get a lot of gray hair out of my nose, and that's it. Like I'll have a long hair that'll grow, and it'd be gray. It's just my nose. I don't see it in my hair though.
I'm jealous, y'all. I'm jealous. This whole front is gray, but nowhere else. I have nowhere else. So just this whole front is gray. I was just like, yo, y'all like. That's because all the years of people stressing me out and me helping other people. But I'm not doing that job no more. We in a different environment.
Yes,
This
say loud.
2023, I be taking care of myself before anybody else. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, I just want to let you guys know you can always check us out and more episodes at www.allegedlycredible.com. We are on YouTube,
Spotify.
Google, Apple, anywhere you can find us. We give out information and advice all the time. This is a good episode if you want to talk about your health, getting rid of all those things that you don't need. Outwardly, inwardly, all together. We are clearing ourselves out. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for sharing the information. We are actually going to try to spread the word out as much as possible for people to come and take your product because I swear by it. I swear to goodness, I swear by it. So thank you so much.
I'm gonna definitely check you out. Thank you so much.
And I'll read y'all blood work for y'all in free of charge. And I'll get to the root cause. Anything. I got you.
Thank you. I gotta get mine done soon, so I will be on that.
I'll book my appointment after this episode.
Okay, sure indeed. Yeah, I got you. Real talk.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Have a good one.
Hey, it's your girl Lady Faye.
And your girl Melissa Primo here.
And we just want to thank you so much for all the love and support for all the listeners that listen to us. But if you would really like to see us grow, we need your donations.
And you can send those donations via Zelle at allegedlycredible@gmail.com, or
you can Venmo us or Cash App us under Allegedly Credible. Anything that you could give us, we would greatly appreciate it. It's going to go towards some bigger goals we have.
Yep. Thank you so much, Credit Peeps.
Thank you.